छोटा करने के चक्कर में, वीडियो लेंथ छोटा करने के चक्कर में मेरा कार का लेंथ छोटा ना हो जाए, एक्सीडेंट हो जाएगा। भाई ये शांत क्यों हो जा रहे हैं सर, क्या बात?
Hello and welcome to an academy.
अरे
Indian polity is one of the most important subjects for the civil services
फिर
examination.
से शुरू हो गया, चलो।
Each year, on an average, 15 to 17 questions are asked from Indian polity in the prelims examination. If you notice
लग रहा है
the
कुछ गड़बड़
PYQs,
है।
a large number of such questions from Indian polity are asked in such a manner as if the statements are directly lifted from this book, the Bare Act, the Constitution of India.
फिर से सेम कहानी
It is
चल
my
रहा है।
endeavor that
अभी
in
तो
2
पढ़े सर जी
sessions,
ये।
we will comprehensively cover this Bare Act, the Constitution of India.
बहुत दिक्कत
All the
है जिंदगी
important
में,
articles of the Constitution.
गड्ढा भी है
Today
जिंदगी
is
में।
session number 1. Tomorrow at the same time, session number 2. So if you're preparing for the civil services examination, or for that matter any exam,
अभी तो
in
बेयर
which
एक्ट पढ़े
Indian
थे।
polity or the Constitution of India is one of these subjects, these 2 sessions are extremely important. Now listen to me
रुको
carefully.
थोड़ा सा।
In the prelims examination, the questions from Indian polity can be asked either from the static portion of your syllabus or the dynamic portion, which is the current affairs. And through this law, you can admit into union or you can establish new states on such terms and conditions as it thinks fit. What does that mean? What does this
Arey
phrase
bhai.
mean, as it thinks fit? Listen to me carefully. We have existing states, 28 states. And for them, we have under Schedule 7 of the Constitution, state list. That means on all these items mentioned in the state list, who has the power to make laws? State legislature. Now, if a new state has been admitted into Union of India using Article 2, this new state cannot claim parity with the existing states. Which means for this new state, maybe some items may not be provided, which are provided under Schedule 7 of the Constitution for other states. That's Article 2 of the Constitution. And Article 3 talks about formation of new states, altering the boundaries of these states, changing the name of the state. And this is considered to be one of the centralizing features of Indian federalism. Centralizing features in the sense that this power is available to the parliament, to the central legislature, not to the states. So parliament, the central legislature, can change the area of a state, increase the area, decrease the area, alter the boundaries, change the name of the state, merge 2 or more states, bifurcate states. But for that, Article 3 also talks about a consultative process. Which
नहीं
means if you
रुकेगा,
want
नहीं
to
रुकेगा भाई, ये
reorganize a
नहीं
state,
रुकेगा।
this bill, which can be introduced in the parliament to reorganize that state, it cannot be introduced in the parliament without the prior approval of the president. So a bill under Article 3 requires prior approval of the President of India.
Okay.
But before president can give his approval
Article
to this
3,
bill,
right?
the president will have to refer this bill to the legislature of that state, which is going to be affected by this bill. Which means when Andhra Pradesh was reorganized in 2014, Andhra Pradesh reorganization bill was introduced in the parliament under Article 3. Such a bill required prior approval of the president. But before president gave his approval, president referred this bill to the Andhra Pradesh Legislative Assembly, which was going to be affected by this bill, asking the views of Andhra Pradesh Legislative Assembly. But these views are not binding on the president. Which means if the president is given a view by the legislature that we don't want reorganization, we don't want bifurcation, that doesn't mean the president is bound by that view. President can still go ahead, give his approval to the government, introduce a bill under Article 3 in the parliament.
Whether you like it or not, the president
Now
will
listen to me carefully. This topic
act
is important
upon his
because
own
of,
discretion.
some would say, a controversial interview given by former Chief Justice of India, Justice Chandrachud, first to the